Hello, people. It's your boy Usmaan back again. Finally, it's been a long wait for Manchester United. I finally put some money down and signed a player, and it didn't drag for more than 3 days. It's unbelievable. If you haven't prayed, you need to pray because it's a sign of flipping Judgment Day. Anyways, as always, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. As Romano was saying, here we fucking go. About time, sign the player. Van de Beek is signed, sealed, and delivered. Manchester United player. Show some love to the boys. The links are in the description. Mate, I'm gassed. We've signed a player. Listen, to tell you why I'm gassed. I just deeped it just before I go online, yeah. And this is actually why we gassed. These mother lovers, right, were linked us to Sean Longstaff to flipping solve the problems. It's 7 minutes, but fuck off, you signed Van de Beek. No Sean Longstaff hype here, yeah. None of that bullshit. Might not get Sean Longstaff and we get X, Y, and Z piss off. Keep Xhaka, he's shit. We got Van de Beek, mate. Kojo, over to you. There you go, mate. The floor's yours. What are you saying? Keep Xhaka.
I'm happy as well, man. I'm gassed. I didn't know if the steal was ever going to happen because we've been into it for a while now, isn't it? So this one came out of the blue, but it's one that we needed because people are already talking about how would he fit into this system, blah blah. At the end of the day, good players can work with good players in any system. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
And he has proven at Ajax that he's ready to come to a higher level league. He's got the abilities going forward. He's got an eye for a pass. He knows where to be in between the lines. I've said on this podcast before, you know, when we were playing these teams in the Europa League and we had a fat gap in between Pogba and Bruno, and we're like, who fills in that role? And I wanted Mata on because Mata's the only one that had the intelligence to fill that role.
Yeah.
He does that perfectly. And the thing is, get ready because what people are going to do, because everything's an agenda-driven world right now, isn't it? Is they're going to go onto Twitter and say, oh, but has he scored 50 goals yet? Has he got this many assists? At the end of the day, we bought a classy player. Not everything works about assist and all that. It's about making the team tick. And we need this team to tick from the midfield. Most important area on the pitch. And he has that quality. So welcome, Van de Beek.
Listen, I don't give a shit about no 50 goals. And like I said, you mans have got
I don't care either. I don't care either. Exactly.
You mans are gassing over Højbjerg, you know. And from Mason Romano to tweet now, I can see the top of my phone. 35 million. 35. Listen, I'm going to say it one more time. These mother lovers wanted 50 million for Longstaff, you know. But we just secured Van de Beek for 35 million. Big bro, talk to me. What you saying?
Right, I'll go. I'm just going to echo what Kojo said. I think he made a good point regarding system, because even if you look at, for example, like Liverpool, Wijnaldum and who else plays there, Henderson and so on, they don't get much goals. They play to the system, and that's what we need to see from Ollie this season. We've got to make sure we have a system, because when you have a system, it's sometimes the system is like it's greater than the sum of the parts. Do you get what I mean? When everyone's like united, then it's just more stronger than the actual individuals of the team. It'll be interesting where Van de Beek plays, and if we stick with a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 or possible diamond. Diamond would have been good, but our fullbacks are not the most stacking. But yeah, I'm happy with the deal. Really happy with the deal.
Right, we got a comment here from Joe, contrasting to my emotions, evidently. Joe's basically saying, I'm delighted, but we are a little too excited about a player that's back up for Pogba. We still need 3 players. Look, fair enough. Look, I understand what you're saying to an extent.
Yeah,
but
I don't think
a player of this caliber, right? Listen, this guy's still. The Dutch players don't piss about when they go to midfielders, isn't it? But this guy's got techers. He's an unbelievable technical.
I don't agree with this whole backup thing, though, man. I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't know if I agree with this backup thing. The thing is, number one, if he is going to start off the bench for the first couple of games, to get into the rhythm and all that, blah blah blah, it's better than the kind of quality that we have coming off the bench right now. That's the first one. And number two, also, with someone like Bruno, who likes, which I think is his best friend to be number 10, not be too much involved in the play coming forward from the back because he does lose the ball quite a bit. Someone like Van de Beek, who also knows how to play a box-to-box role, who also knows how to sit back and could sort of dictate from deep. And if you want Pogba to dictate from deep, at least you've got someone next to him that can ball carry. As much as I like someone like McTominay, his job is very simple. He can't do more than that. The simple thing. Destroy
Yeah, don't you think he's going to be like a ball playing midfielder, like a Carrick sort of type? Obviously with more energy, but a ball playing midfielder instead of a destroyer like a Ndidi. But I think that's
I
going to
think
come with our style of play as well.
I think Ole is actually slightly trying to make that into what Pogba should Pogba to be, because Pogba
Yeah,
defensively is not he's not phenomenal, but he's actually quite good. I mean, he's had a few
yeah,
silly moments, of course, but all in all,
Yeah.
he's actually quite good. So I feel like he wants that to happen. He wants Van der Beek with that energy to be the one that goes back and forth. And then if he wants Pogba to do that as well, they can swap the role. At the end of the day, this is about intelligence. We've signed an intelligent footballer. We're not buying a guy that's just talented and nothing else.
Exactly.
He's got the
This is
IQ to play the role. Simple as
yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
This,
And
this
he's
is the
got an eye
thing.
for goal as well, man. Beeks, what are your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, no, I echo what Kojo is saying and Wes are saying as well. I think it's a brilliant signing. I mean, just overall, like I said on I think on the show that we dropped last, was it today at 7 p.m.
It was today,
I
yeah.
said
Today.
just having a player of this quality to inject it into the United squad is what we need, bro. I mean, no disrespect to McTominay, no disrespect to Fred and them, man. Them man have done more than enough for Man United at this
Absolutely.
period. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But having a player of Van der Beek come into this side changes everything. The same way we brought in Fernandez, look at how it managed to get us to top four. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Van der Beek coming in, Champions League experience or whatnot, we can see what's this guy can produce. We've seen what he's done in Champions League. I said me and Was even said the stats yesterday, what he can produce. It's not, in this day and age, like Kojo said earlier on, everyone's going to talk about he didn't score 50 goals and whatnot. It's about what you do on the pitch. Forget about the stats sometimes, bro. It's all about what you can produce, how you are intelligent, bruv, how you produce, what you can do, how you dictate and whatnot. So he can come as an Ndidi, he can come as a Carrick. No matter what, I believe this player is good enough to be for the United squad. And if it means that we keep the likes of McTominay or he goes on loan, we've still got the likes of Fred. Again, squad depth. Remember, we're playing in a
Yeah,
lot of
absolutely.
competitions next season, man.
Thank you.
So this is great.
Depth, yeah, absolutely.
Depth.
I think that's the most important word for me personally. For the first time, right? I can't remember how many years it's been, but for the first time, I can look at our midfield and say, "No, what? If Pogba gets injured, right? It doesn't matter because we've got ballers to step in." And that's not a discredit to Pogba because I love Pogba to bits, but that's because of a caliber of player that Van der Beek is for me. I'm not saying he's as good as Pogba, you can replace him, but this guy's more than not just doing a job, but doing it exceptionally well. And you'd almost not miss Pogba to the extent that you would if there's other players there. And also, it's just the competition, man, and just having him on the training facility and having players of that ilk, it'll raise everyone's game, such as Bruno. And I've got to say one thing, right? And we said this on, I think it was a Jamie Jackson podcast. We asked him a specific question: does Ollie have pulling power? Well, Van der Beek's come out and said he believes in the project, and also a shout out to Van der Sar. Not only is he a club legend, but don't make no mistake about it. He got this deal done for Man United in a couple of days. It was Van der Sar that pushed the deal. He said, "Allow Real Madrid, allow Barca, who the fuck are Spurs? Go to Manchester United." Man said Spurs are gonna try and beat us. Man tried to Bruno, no mate, twice, Jones. It's staying your bloody lane. But on a level, man, I just think it's just. Obviously, it's the first signing, so we're happy just the fact that we've got one over the line. But it means so much more for the squad. Players like Pereira, and I'm going to throw this out to you guys now. Pereira, Mata, arguably, a lot of people say, utilize Mata, keep Mata. I just don't know how they even get the bench, basically. They might make the bench here and there, but realistically speaking, Pereira, Mata, these guys, surely this is like Alisson, listen, pack your bags with all due respect. What do you reckon in terms of other players in the squad? Do you think this is it? They need to move on because how many players do we need in midfield? We've got more than enough now, really.
Yeah, I think with Fred and McTominay, I think they'll both stay. I think with Pereira and Lingard, I think he's gonna try and get rid of them too. I think we should use Lingard. Well, I don't think we'll get Grealish now, but I thought Lingard and Lingard and Romero on a bit of money would have probably sealed Grealish because Lingard.
No, but Lingard and Romero aren't going to Aston Villa with all due respect.
Yeah, I don't think that
sounds good for us, but
well, Mata, I think Mata will stay. I'm sure he signed a new contract recently as well. And the way he's on,
where is he going to play though? Like obviously, just to come back on to some of the points that you guys made earlier regarding obviously having Mata on that right wing. I'm not saying play Van der Beek on the right wing, but rather put Van der Beek on than a Mata. in any situation. Obviously, you can't. I'm not saying point on the right wing, but what I'm saying is you're looking for creativity. Van der Beek can easily do that roll and flow better than Mata because he's got the legs and the energy. Kojo, what do you reckon for in terms of squad? I was not squad. I'm sorry. The other players in the squad, the likes of the Mata, the Pereira, is this basically an exit door for them, so to speak?
I don't see space in the squad for Pereira anymore. I think that's more evidence of the fact that even when without these players that we signed, he hasn't been making bench anyway. So I mean, that in general is just damning. The fact that we knew that Tatif Chong was going out on loan, but he was still making squads and coming off the bench before him. It just speaks volumes about his time at United. And maybe he needs to go because I remember his time at Valencia on loan. He actually looked better than what I thought he was going to be. And maybe a league like that where he can play a little more technical, a bit more slower, might suit him. You might see the best of him there. It might be just a league thing. So I don't want to get too hard on him. As for Mata, the thing about Mata is I'm still worried that we're not going to sign a right winger. And the issue with that is, good, Greenwood has come on to the right wing. He's scored goals. He's helped link up play. He's done very well. He's done very, very well. But the one thing that he's not doing is linking up enough with his players when I'm thinking maybe do a 1-2 stuff, doing step overs and going for the goal because they know you're going to do that. Bring more to your game. But he's a pure striker, so maybe he's trying to still learn the outside position. Thing about Mata is Mata came up through Valencia, play on the right. At Chelsea, play on the right a little bit. For us, he's play on the right. He hasn't got the legs for it. He's not a player that's playing 90 minutes, but he's still got the intelligence to play that position. And that's why I wouldn't mind him being in the team as a squad player because as we've seen it, when Fernandes came in, every time he played with Fernandes, their link up was superb. And he kept on coming from that right side as well. That intelligence he still has, that sort of ability he still has, for me, is still key. So until we have someone that can come in on the right-hand side that takes that spot, and then Greenwood is the right winger, so striker or backup, because he's still young, take time with him. And even Lingard, thing about Lingard is, I do this as banter, but all real talk, as much as I think that his time is running out at Old Trafford, and I know he's still liked because off the ball, he's excellent. And in the games last season when we beat City, he was excellent. As much as I have to say it, he was excellent. One thing or no way or another, he was helping us to positions to score goals and win the game. And he was doing it over and over at home and away. So as much as I feel like his time is running out, he needs to go somewhere to go and play certified first team football. I ain't gonna be mad if he stays. Those two I can allow. Now, if you're talking about the others,
Pereira has to dip, man. I'm not.
Listen, bro. I right now don't have money like that, but I'll still I'll pay for his plane ticket wherever he wants to go. It is what it is, isn't it? McTominay can stay.
I've already set up a GoFundMe. Don't worry.
McTominay can stay. Fred can stay. If there's any other midfielder that I'm forgetting that I think is a bum, I don't even want to talk about them anymore. Just get them out.
All right, you heard it here first. Get them out. Listen, Beeks, just to finish off, we've got one question in particular. I'm assuming, I think you guys have kind of alluded to it anyways, but you know what they're going to ask you. Bruno, Pogba, and Van der Beek, is that a possibility or is that getting ridiculous because there's no balance? What are your thoughts?
It's a possibility, but I wouldn't want to see that, man. I wouldn't want to see that just yet. I just feel like Van der Beek is good for squad depth. I'm not saying he's not a player that we can start, but to put Van der Beek, Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes, Jesus Christ, it might be suicide, bro. It might be slight suicide there. But I mean, you could start them against the lesser sides. No disrespect to like your Brightons or whatnot, you can do that. But if you're
Brian did double over Arsenal, put some respect.
Hey, that's why I said it. I said it for a reason. But if it means that we're playing against the big sides now, I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm trying to listen. Make sure the midfield is stacked and strong enough. But again, I think a lot of people are getting carried away. Look, just remember we're paying 35 million, 40 million euros for a player who is a squad player at best. Not at best, but he can obviously start. But just let's not get carried away, man. Let's relax. When we're putting the big names in there, Jesus Christ, man. Let's take it easy. Let's just be grateful that we've signed a player of this quality, of this magnitude.
Yeah, I completely agree, man. Balance is everything, man. I think people think it's FIFA, man. You can't just fucking put people in there because they got pace, yo. We laugh don't work like that, bro. No, it's all about balance for me. And obviously, it's not a DM, is it, by nature? Neither is Pogba. I wouldn't want to take away some of their strengths to cater for something that doesn't really need to be catered for. Okay, Was, just to finish off on yourself, exactly the same question, really. What do you reckon? Do you think there's an opportunity for them to play together, or do you agree with what the rest of us have said?
Yeah, it would be good to see how they do in a 4-2-3-1 with Van de Beek alongside Pogba, and like one will stick and one will go. Because Pogba does do his defensive duties much better than he gets credit for. And Van de Beek, he's got the energy, he's got that Herrera energy about him, and he's got better technical ability. I think against the lower teams, as Beek said, because they sit back anyway. Your midfield, they're really like covering. They're covering like balls that are coming out and stuff. They're not really defending as for example against City, you're defending because you're on the back foot. Whereas against lower teams, when they're attacking, you're normally just cleaning up and stuff, cleaning up counter attacks and so on. So yeah, it would be interesting. Who got first? We've got some tricky games at the 1 or 2 tricky games at the beginning.
Well, it was meant to be Burnley, wasn't it? But it's not. Burnley have completely gone across. Is it Brighton? Or?
Yeah. I think
it's Brighton. I've completely forgotten our first game of the season, which is not embarrassing at all. But in that, I do agree. I think against the lower teams, we might be able to get away with it. But against any half decent team in the league, which there are quite a few of them, it's like Beek said, suicide. But yeah, listen, that was the end of the video. Obviously, don't want to go on for too long because it's only a signing. We will be back tomorrow with a video for Smalling, I believe. Obviously, rumors regarding Smalling going to Rome. It seems like that's almost a done deal. So the guys also spoke about that. So that will be out tomorrow, 7 p.m. And also, we might be back tomorrow with some more rumors circulating regarding Thiago Alcantara and it might not going to hijack. I'm not going to say anything else apart from the fact it's going to Liverpool, sadly, but it is what it is. Anyways, as always, drop a like, subscribe if you are new, show the boys some love. Their shows are in the description. Apart from that, it's been your boy Usmaan, Manchester United. Finally signed a player, not Sancho, but it'll do for now. Van de Beek. Peace.